least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because they never heard my side of the story. This is the true story of the 3 little pigs as told to John Skaska. I'm Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me out. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. So we eat cute, tiny little animals like bunnies, sheep, and pigs. People think we're big and bad. Well, if cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is wrong. The real story is about a cup of sugar and a sneeze. This is the real story. It was way back, and once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday when I ran out of sugar. And I had a terrible cold. So I went to my neighbor's house to see if I could borrow a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig. He wasn't a very bright pig either, because he built his entire house out of straw. I mean, who in their right mind would build their entire house out of straw? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door fell right in. Now I didn't want to be rude and just walk right into somebody else's house, so I called. Mr. Pig, are you in? No answer. And I was just about to leave without a cup of sugar for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake when I felt my cold coming on. And I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell right in. And in a big pile of straw was the first pig, dead as a doornail. He'd been home the whole time. Now you know I couldn't just leave a perfectly good ham dinner just lying there in the straw. So I did the only thing there was to do, and I ate it up. Just think of it as a big cheeseburger, just lying there. Now I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I went to the second pig's house. Now this pig was the first pig's brother. And he was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his entire house out of sticks. So ring a bell on that stick house. No answer. So I called. Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, Rob. You can't come in. Now what? I'm shaving the hair with my chin. Now I just grabbed the knob on that stick house when I felt my cold coming on. And I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again. And you know what? That whole darn steakhouse fell in just like the brothers. And when the dust cleared, there was the second pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's on it. Now you know, if you leave food out in the open, it'll spoil. So I did the only thing there was to do, and I had dinner again. Just think of it as a second helping. Now it's quite full, and my cold was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I did the third pig's house. Now this pig was the first pig's and the second pig's brother. And he must have been the brains of the family because he built his house out of bricks. And it's about time. So I knocked on the door of that brick house. No answer. So I called. Mr. Pig, are you in? You went the rude little porker yell. He said, go away, Wolf, you can't come in. And don't bother me again. Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack of sugar, and he wouldn't even give me one little cup for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake. Now, I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of cake when I felt my cold coming on. And I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again. It was a little porker yell. He said, and your old granny, sing on a pig. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I get a little steam. So, of course, when the cops pulled up, I was huffing and puffing and sneezing, trying to break the guy's door down, making a real scene. And the rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the story and the 2 pigs I had for dinner, and they didn't think a sick guy trying to borrow a cup of sugar was very exciting. So they jazzed it up a bit with all that huff and puff and blow your house down. They made me look like the big bad wolf. That's it. That's the real story. I was framed. Maybe you can loan me a cup of sugar?